Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. If you're new here today, a warm welcome to you, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you all so much for your continued love and support. We appreciate all of you that are here for this message today. If this message found you, it wasn't a fluke. You were meant to be here to hear this message today because Spirit has something that you need to hear. And it is about balance. This message today looks like it's going to be about balance. That's what I'm hearing. It is about balance being restored to your life. You felt the pull of too much and too little for far too long. And by that I mean too much work, too little rest, too much giving, too little receiving, too much past, too little present. But these scales of justice are tipping back to center. And it's time to step into its harmony. It's time to weave balance through your work, your family, your friends, your love interests, and break the old patterns that have kept you tethered to a version of yourself that you've outgrown. The past need not follow you any further on your journey. You've poured yourself into one corner of your life until the other areas didn't get the attention they needed. It wasn't your fault. You've taken on, and in some cases, you were forced or manipulated into taking on burdens that weren't yours to hold. You thought or hoped that you would have some help when you needed it, but unfortunately, that help wasn't there, and you had to do it all by yourself anyway. Now, don't get me wrong, there is nothing wrong with doing things by yourself, but when you could really use help and no one is there for you, like you have always been for them, well, that truly sucks. The universe wants you to say enough is enough and to allow and maintain a sacred balance in your life. This new energy coming in is about creating balance. So you need to look at what areas of your life you have been putting way too much time, effort, and energy into without getting anything back. It is one thing to work hard and focus on one area in your life in particular when it is required, and then to tend to the other areas that were put on the back burner. But what I am hearing is that there are things that have required too much of your time, effort, and energy for far too long, and the rest of your life isn't up to the standards that you would like because they stay on the back burner for far too long. Here we have relaxation. When was the last time you relaxed? When was the last time you had time for you? When was the last time that you spent time on yourself, with yourself, for yourself, in this place of positive self-care and self-love? Now, what I'm hearing as well is look at where you fit in your family tree, in your friend group, or at work. Are you the person everyone goes to for help? Are you the person that takes on more than your fair share while others always take less responsibility and leave it all up to you? It's a big part of who you are to help others, to be the peacemaker and be responsible. And yes, you get all the credit for that, but the universe wants you to extend yourself less because it's costing you dearly. The price you are paying is a lack of balance in your own life. It is time for you to relax a little bit. You need to start giving yourself permission to put more of your time, energy, and effort into yourself. Just like everyone else, you have wants, needs, desires, hopes, and dreams, and it's time for you to focus more on them. It may be uncomfortable at first. It may feel a little selfish, but look at those around you. They all do it, don't they? And they're not terrible people. They just make themselves a priority where you have perhaps not always done that. It's time for you to stop putting yourself last and put yourself higher up on your own priority list. Ever notice that when you put yourself low on your own priority list, that other people put you low on theirs as well? That's not a coincidence, and it creates a lack of balance in personal relationships. You put them as a high priority in your life. They put you as a low priority in theirs, and that does not create a happy, healthy relationship. If you are not going to make your career goals your priority, who do you think is going to? If your dreams and desires are not getting the attention from you that they need to become a reality, then they will just stagnate. This balance doesn't have to happen overnight. You can do it gradually if that is what makes you comfortable, but you have to start somewhere. And the key here is to not procrastinate. You've been out of alignment, haven't you? Work and making money has been very demanding, sometimes more than you have to give. Family and friends called, sometimes with love and support, sometimes with guilt, sometimes needing your assistance or because they want you to listen to their problems so they will feel better, and you have stretched yourself very thin. This is reviewing relationships. Now, when it comes to your love life, there may be an imbalance there as well because you give too much of yourself and get too little in return. For some of you, that pattern has repeated itself in many of your relationships. You give, but you don't get back. No one is pouring back into you to fill you back up, and that is leaving you feeling empty. Now is the time for balance being restored when you are ready, because you are ready. You are ready to have a new way of living that fuels you, not drains you. It's time to set boundaries, to say no when your spirit cries for rest and relaxation, and to say yes when it is not detrimental to yourself. With family, balance comes in the softening, the release of old roles you've played, the peacemaker, the fixer, the lifting that weight, showing you that love doesn't demand sacrifice beyond your capacity. It's time to stand in your truth with them, to nurture those bonds without losing yourself, to let them grow alongside you, not over you. The restoration here is a circle, a give and take, where you're honored as much as you honor them. Now, friends and family need to nurture the friendship and put as much into it as you do, or you must resist the urge to do so. You shouldn't have to chase down your friends to spend time with them or to talk to them. You shouldn't feel guilty for not being in contact with them if they never reach out to you. And it is always you are the one who is doing the heavy lifting, initiating the communication. It is not about making them your enemy, but realizing that some friendships have perhaps run their course, and that just because you were friends when you were younger, it doesn't mean that you will be friends the same way when you are older. Leave a space open for them, of course, and if they truly want to be part of your life, they will show up. And let's talk about love. Balance is being restored here too, but it asks you to break the chains of the past. You've known love that hurt, love that demanded you bend until you broke, love that echoed old patterns of rejection, control, or chasing that wouldn't stay. Your guides are clear. This time is different. You don't carry that with you anymore. The restoration of a clean slate, a love that flows, not fights, that builds, not breaks, that meets you where you stand. It is time to let go of the scripts you've memorized. The fear of not being enough, the need to prove your worth. Balance in love is a dance, not a struggle. And it's waiting for you to stand strong, demand respect, and pull back if you need to. Breaking old patterns is the key. Habits like overgiving, of not making your needs known or a greater priority, or letting guilt or fear steer the wheel. Your guides are cutting those cords one by one because you don't need them anymore. The past taught you strength, yes, but it's not your compass now. You're not that soul anymore. You're evolving into someone who knows their worth, who claims their space, who lives fully in each moment. There is nothing wrong with being a giving person. It is a wonderful way to be, and you can still be that person. It's just important that you give back to yourself because you are deserving of your own love, your own positive self-care, as much as all of those other people in your life who are receiving that love from you are. But I'm going to grab some more cards now and see what else Spirit wants to share with us for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? What do we need? Old conditioning. It's time to release old conditioning and to step into a new way of being. The old story and past cycles of blame, shame, and guilt need to move out. Take inventory of what no longer resonates and what isn't your burden to carry. Unload what has been weighing you down. This is about letting go of things that no longer serve you. This is about letting go of things that have held you back. This is about you definitely creating better balance and harmony in your life by getting rid of the things that have tied you down, that have made you feel that you are not worthy, that have made you feel perhaps that you are unworthy. That old conditioning that has been playing over and over like a soundtrack in your mind for a very long time. It is time to get rid of that. It is time to release it and let it go once and for all, because it has been weighing you down, and you don't need to be weighed down any longer by these things that tie you to a past that no longer serves you. It is time for you to release things that are any sort of impediment to you creating the life that you want for yourself, and getting rid of things that definitely keep you in this out of balance state. Intuition, wisdom. Well, honor your innate ability to see psychically and trust your gut feelings. Trust your guidance and the vibrations you feel. When you truly step into your abilities, all of your senses rush in. Look into expanding your gifts by taking classes, perhaps journaling, meditating, and listening to your inner voice. And what does your inner voice tell you that you need to do to restore this balance and harmony into your life? Trust in that whisper to your soul that comes from your own inner guidance, that comes from your intuition, that comes from your inner knowing, that comes from the divine, because they truly have our best interests at heart. All of us, everyone receiving this message today, because it is time for us all to find this balance and harmony in our lives. It is very easy to allow things to get out of balance, especially in the chaotic world that we live in. It is important that we hone our intuition and listen to that inner wisdom as it speaks to us, because it is bringing us the messages that we need to know for our best and highest good. Better boundaries, communication. Creating boundaries requires self-love and discipline. It's not about shutting people out or being unkind. It is about you telling them you care enough about yourself to create boundaries that are for your highest good. Clear communication is needed to keep your boundaries intact. And I feel that many times, many of us have neglected to set boundaries in our lives because we don't want to upset someone. We don't want to hurt their feelings. But in doing that, you are hurting yourself. It is time to set better boundaries against people who are pushing up against your boundaries. It is okay to say no. If you are overwhelmed, if you can't do something, if this is something that is beyond your scope or beyond your capabilities, or quite honestly, just something that you don't want to do for them, it's okay to say no. Nothing is going to happen to you if you say no, but something is definitely going to impact you in a negative way if you don't set these better boundaries with the people in your life, because they can drain your energy. And having your energy drained is something that you feel and experience almost every day because of this hectic world that we live in, and because you have allowed things to get out of balance by giving more to others and not enough to yourself. This is the time for you to be giving back to yourself. I'm going to use an angel number now, or I'm going to grab an angel number rather. Wonders. This is about journey, wonders, joys, positive energy, and happiness. Well, I do feel that happiness is coming into your lives with this 1111 showing up. This says, life is a beautiful journey, filled with countless wonders and joys. Embrace it with open arms. Savor every moment and let positive energy flow through you, bringing you closer to the essence of happiness. The essence of happiness by finding and maintaining this balance in your lives. This is just a message from the universe reminding you that you have to give to yourself too. They have blessings for you, but you may have been too preoccupied and you might have missed out on them. Now is the time for balance to be restored because, honestly, you've earned it, because you've grown into it, but also because the universe wills it. Work, family, friends, love. You can have it all. Just don't forget to take the time you need for whatever it is that you need, whether it be to focus on your career goals, fixing up your home, focusing on your health, even if it's just taking it easy by taking a nap or a long warm bath. Break the old patterns, snap them like brittle twigs, and leave the past where it belongs. Don't take it with you. The road ahead is lighter, wider, yours. And your guides are saying, make your happiness a priority too. This is your message for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching and allowing us to share your journey. If you enjoyed this message, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you watching today. Have a great day, everyone.